and welcome back to The Growth Advantage. Today's guest left the world of corporate finance to create a plant-based food brand right in the heart of Ukraine. Anna, welcome to the show. So to start us off, Anna, can you tell us what inspired you to leave corporate finance and start a healthy food company?
First of all, Lisa, thank you for inviting me. So for me, it's very, very inspiring to share my experience with others. Some people say that I was born with a teaching skill. So I really like to share what I have already experiencing. It's like a natural part of the circle. So at first you learn, then you practice, and then you share. So I'm really on the stage of the sharing things and go further. So you come in very right time to me. So I'm really happy to be here with you. So your first question about switching from corporate finance to plant-based food. It was unintentional, as always. Maybe some external factors push you to do these things. And for me, doing manufacturing business, like creating something from you, it's always like from the wow scene, I think how people can do this. And to start myself, it was very, very hard decision. And I was luckily supported by other people. I'm very grateful to all my first partners who came to this business with me because it was a very good psychological support and give me possibility to start. So that was 2014. When there was a first invasion of Russia to Ukraine. At that moment, I was deeply in investment advisory, corporate finance, investor relations. And I was never seen myself out of finance. So I just was very experienced in that. And I loved my work. I loved numbers. I love strategy. And but I understood business because of this. So it's the skill give me like a braveness that I understand everything in business and strategy, in profitability. So I was not blind, of course. I was just understanding how hard it is to make a real business, not just analyze it. And when the Russia came to the Ukraine, I was creating a venture capital private equity fund for small and medium business in Ukraine. It was an uncertainty in Ukrainian potential growth, so nobody understands the reality and future. So I thought that it was not a good idea anymore to make a fundraising in that wrong time. And my previous activities was mostly with listed Russian companies.
Okay.
So after 2014, I stopped making any business. Every Ukrainian stopped making any business with Russian companies. So my cash flow was stopped. So 1 year was in the darkness. I was thinking what to do next. And also my son didn't want to get out from Ukraine because the only one thing and my partners, I have a British partners that time making in advisory. And they invited me to the United States to continue our business because Ukraine was anymore in business that time. Nobody need investment bankers, investor relation professionals that moment. But my son was in Ukraine. He entered university and didn't want to go out. So I decided to do something in Ukraine. I think maybe should be food or electricity or water. So basic fields which people will need in wartime. For us, wartime started from 2014. I pay attention on it, so it was not in use, but we feel like that. And I gathered some investors. It was not a fund, but it was only one business that we can invest. So I just continue my investing ideas, but we choose only one field, food. After some analysis, we saw it the most perspective and the less capital extensive, I thought before. So we found this business viable, and I raised some capital, and we started this healthy food company. On that period of time, I was already very knowledgeable in healthy food nutrition because I healed successfully myself, and our family have cancer cases, unfortunately. So I really see the lack of such products that people need in the market and the shelves. There was a boom of snacking that time. So the life was very, very active. It was 2014, 2015. And people eat on the go a lot. So we try to find out how to change the situation and give a choice on the shelves.
And obviously, you're a pioneer in the Ukraine's plant-based food sector. What's some of the biggest challenges that you've faced, Anna, going into this new market?
Yeah, you're right. We were among the pioneers. We were among the pioneers in Europe too.
Yeah.
There are only maybe on that time, only one or two companies started in every country to. Yeah, I think it's crazy, crazy people with some beliefs. Most of them started with understanding that they should change the quality of life with like a motivation. Yes, with real motivation, and not just because of money, because money and profit that time was, I think, impossible. Yeah, so we make some impossible things at that time. Why? Because there was rules on that time and the market that already exist, that already settled. Most of rules were settled with big businesses and food, and retailers that time have standard contracts, standard departments, so they did not have any understanding how to work with healthy food businesses, small businesses like craft makers. So there was a time when this movement just started, and we started this movement with a couple of companies in Ukraine. And you can imagine there was no shelves dedicated to free from or healthy food or even organic food. There was no managers who are responsible for this direction. There were no understanding margins and audience for these products. Everybody thinks that it is just marketing thing. It's just hype. It just something to make more margin and have more money. So it's just a big lie. So I started in times where healthy food, like we know it now, in people's mind was a big lie, and people see me as a liar, as someone who want to make extra profit.
Yes,
but the reality was opposite, because our margin was even less than in a standard food business, because we need to invest a lot in infrastructure, which did not exist. There were no healthy food distributor in the market, so specialized, no special financial terms for craft makers. So the delay in payments was 60 days and more. And the financial discipline in Ukraine much worse than in Europe. And there was no laws up to this time. Ukraine has no laws about financial discipline and responsibility of retailers. So they can, even if there is a 60 days in the contract, so they will not pay you in the 60 days. And you should have special person who negotiate to receive your money back. It's an investment on the beginning of the business. It's more salary costs. Yes. And also you need to supply directly. Also, you were a distributor. Just you cannot rely. You create the whole chain of the whole structure on this market. we created departments in retail companies just because we insist to give us special person. I personally sent a lot of emails with examples and images how European retailers do this business. And we negotiate better terms for us. And we also try to give a hope that these products are needed, that there is an audience which just doesn't search these products in retailers because they don't have them. So this audience exists, and this is people with a high and then middle income.
Mm-hmm.
And they just, I try speak to them within numbers because my financial knowledge really helped in negotiations with them.
Yeah.
So I understood the KPI. And I try to negotiate with them on their KPI. So how we as a company can help them to reach their financial results. Yeah, this happened, but I invested a lot of time, and which time is money. Yeah, making this happen.
Yeah. And how do you ensure consistent product quality? And how would you instill that mindset in your team and in your suppliers?
Very, very sensitive question. Is
Yeah.
quality? Quality can be considered in two different ways. So if you know there is a quality standards on the food market which guarantee you safety of food and mostly safety, because food can poison you.
Well, yeah, exactly.
This is the main reason why quality standards exist in legislation, and there is some kind of recommended, not obligatory quality standards, but most of companies follow them because this is the only way to enter the retail, which like ask for them. Yes. So this is like a obligatory rule to enter their retail.
Mm-hmm.
But for us, quality is not only in this safety standard. It's about have something extra, like be beneficial for people health.
Yeah, exactly.
And so not be safety, but be beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
And to really create health, not damage it, because even if you eat something very quality by the food standards, for instance, I don't know, chocolate with a lot of sugar or Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
it's a quality
Yeah.
product. They made with the quality standards. But quality for us, it's make people lives better.
Yeah,
So we
exactly.
have a higher level standards for us. Also, there are a lot of processes like thermal processes, like temperature, increase in temperature, or some additives, chemical additives, which company put in the food to prolong the shelf life. We cannot use it because we understand fully how the food impacts in our health, how it metabolizes in the body.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And our aim was to create a nutrient safety technology without additives, without lots of sugar, without big temperature processing. And it means that we also face to the microbiome
Yep.
situation. We are these mild and some kind of, I forgot this word in English. So it's a special microbiome that spoil the products. Yes. It means that we should be in several times more careful in our processes. To have this safety result. So to have this shelf life that standard food products have, like 12 plus months, as any retailer ones from all food companies. And we found several ways. First of them, you can dehydrate the food.
Mm-hmm.
And another of them, you can froze the food. So there is only two ways how to make it prolong long shelf life, 20 months. Also, we should make it tasty and this and like crunchy or a good shape. So and we really work a lot to create the product that have all these requirements at once. So we made a lot of research and development on our base. But what's concerning the quality, I found that only people with special consciousness can understand what you do. So the instructions doesn't work on every stage, so people can miss the instructions or even think it like bureaucratic procedures. So people try to avoid instructions if they do not trust them or believe in the same things. Yes. So that's very difficult. To find the right people on the market. So to hire right staff to create this quality, because in the result, I should rely on my team that they do not miss such things. For instance, we have only 30 minutes from process of dehydration to package our products. So, and people should understand it, and they try to a process to pack everything in these 30 minutes. So, because I cannot control this. So people just should understand this, and if they see that the raw materials, the ingredients on the beginning have something different from previous batch, for instance, they should communicate quickly before the processing it. Because we will have different product, we will have different quality. Yeah, in healthy food, it's really difficult to make all these processes because the ingredients are not standard as in ordinary food production, where they have all these additives. So we cannot standardize whole foods because every year the whole foods are different because of climate, sun, water. Yeah, so that's why we should find a solution how to make the same result with sometimes very different ingredients. Our team should differentiate it. Pay attention on details, communicate it very quickly, and one of this process, yes, they should understand it. They should be very curious. And there is some skills that already exist when you find people. You cannot teach it. Yeah, there are some learnings, like some peculiarities in our production, but you should combine it with right people, I can say, with the right approach as we have as founders.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like a real balancing act. And obviously, like you mentioned that, Annie, you've got the food standards, but it sounds to me like you've got the food standards and then you've got your standards are just way above for what you're wanting to get out to market and for people to be consuming. You're creating such a healthy product that's good all round and it's not full of adjectives and things that your body just simply does not need. You know, there's a lot of passion behind that, Anna, and that's really something, which is brilliant.
And I can give you a story. So it was a story with our nutrition bars, and I was in Sweden making some negotiations, and I had a call from the client that broke in the teeth because of our nutrition bar. And another call was from the premium retailer who recalled all the batch of our nutrition bars from the shelves on 1 month. And after that situation, they never buy this kind of our nutrition bars again. Never. But that was I love these kind of bars. The situation was with ingredients. So how the quality impact in this? When we buy ingredient, we choose between highest quality, like a first level quality, and second level quality. So there are 3 types of quality in the specification. And we always buy the highest level quality ingredients. In our case, it was plums, dried plums. So what was wrong with them? Because we buy plums without stones, pits, yes. And yeah, what happened? So the small piece of this stone was in the bar. So very, very small, but it's enough to make a big deal. We can see it's in the 1,000 of bars it can happen. We can see on in the marks right now in many companies. So they have notes on the bars that pieces of stones can be found in bars. So everybody can make this note. But in our case, because we are very, very high premium company, so we cannot allow this. And if we buy the highest quality ingredients, it means that the producer of the dried plums have a special equipment scanning these small parts. And it's costly. It's investment to the equipment and some cost to the electricity. Making this process happen. And after that, we have a bigger price for the better quality, but we have a sorted product in the result. Yes, and we buy this type of product to make our bars. And of course, we found that we bought their own product with the right name. So we call to our supplier and make a claim that there was not right product supplied to us.
Sure.
And we found that they even literally doesn't have any knowledge between the difference of the quality. They just put the name of highest quality, but in fact it was not the highest quality product. They just put this name in our in our
That's
document.
So bad.
Yes. And when we asked them to give us the confirmation from, because it was a wholesaler, from the producer, supplier, that they really make this scan and the highest quality equal, all these procedures needed for the highest quality. It's like with a 5-star hotel. There are some rules to make this name. Yes, so there is not just name it and that's all, and price it like that. And supplier, the wholesaler, they say, we don't want to do this because you are such a small buyer you make us mess. So we never buy again from this supplier. Of course, there was a red flag for us that we need to check our suppliers, our wholesalers. Of course, after that, it was the reason why we start choose suppliers directly. We choose start to find manufacturers first and try to buy directly from them. If it is not possible, we buy from their wholesalers. So we try to explore the whole chain of their food supply, to guarantee the quality in our stage, and that's where we are very good specialists. So we think on the market. So we control the war, make it less possible, but still we are on this approach. So difficult to find right wholesalers nearby, but we still try. Yes, or we stop supply or we stop produce some kind of product if we cannot guarantee or secure right ingredients. We just stop produce products with them.
Okay. So I know we've spoken before, and you've been considering outsourcing part of the production or the quality control. What would an ideal partnership look like for you?
Yeah, it's very logical to require the same approach from our partners. Yes, because manufacturing is the core process. when you produce high quality products. Yes, and they are unique. Yeah, it is easier to sell this than to make in premium products. There was some difficulties when we hire such people with the same approach, and it's even more difficult to find right manufacturing partners with the same approach. First of all, they should have an experience making the premium products. Yeah, most of companies work in the middle or discounted business model, like mass market products, big quantities. It's how the most outsource focused manufacturing works. Yes, and to find it means we will not have the experience working with premium products. It means that we should search in the other places. I was searching through companies which already produce premium food. But there's another question, that issue, that these companies doesn't have experience in outsourcing itself. So they can make their products good, yes, but they don't have a practice in communicating right, so calculating the price. I mean, there are a lot of administration stuff that they cannot make. So, and of course, because our products are unique and also unique in quality and unique in sourcing of ingredients, so everywhere you should have some knowledge. And you found that companies doesn't have knowledge in every process you make. It means that you should teach the partner. So what I made first, I found the partner with the right approach to their product. And the second stage, to make some description how to make our product. And the third is physically teach them to be with their team. And you should be very fixed with this partner to make all these steps happen. It makes a lot of time to make this connection, yes, and be satisfied by this connection. And I changed 4 or 5 partners already. I didn't know, what criteria I should pay attention on in the beginning. My first criteria was the approach to the hygiene, because even if you certified company, so you can find if you come unexpectedly to the company, you will see a big mess, and it is about the approach, So you can be prepared to audit, yes, specifically for this date, but you should have a right approach to make it every day, every minute. So to follow these rules with sanitizers, with with everything, in a hygienic direction. And the second is availability of the certification, of right certification on place. So only after that I start consider this company. Then I see how they make a product. It should have a right equipment, for our products. Or I have my own equipment, if we can combine it or not. After that, I come and check the team, their place personally, understand how people communicate. But in the beginning, there was much less requirement from me because I didn't understand all this complexity. And after several years of experience, I already have a big list of requirements to partners. And it means that for today, I do not have ideal partner from different reasons. And I still open to find the right partner for different products, for different product lines. And I still open to make it in the UK near me, because it's much easier to make this connection to control the quality. You still need to control the quality. You still need to control some moments until you can fully rely on the team. And when it's my team, I understand that I invested time in my team. Yes. And when it is somebody's team, yes, of course I invest in my quality, my own time, but I cannot control their team. They have some changes in team, and I cannot control this team movement. And this is, or maybe they can relocate the places, or maybe somebody can be fired, and I should be connected to all these processes because I want this quality as I had it before. So this is a very big issue, how to find the right partner, not for premium products in every industry, I think.
So you mentioned that you prepare to enter markets like the UK and Sweden. What excites you the most about those opportunities?
UK and Sweden are very, very different markets. So there are different excitements about that. I can say you about Sweden first. I found that Swedes, they like quality. So they value health benefits in products, like ecological solutions. They can overpay for these benefits. And if you come and explain what you do in the Swedish market, they love you. You feel that you are needed there. So you don't need to explain why are you doing this, what you do. So they just love you from the first second. They just see, yeah, we need this. So we were searching for this. So we are happy that you exist. We are grateful for you. So that's why it makes you, yeah. There is some investment, of course, to make sales, because it's not about competition. It's about visibility. You should inform that you exist, so that you on that shelf. Yeah, where you can be bought, and there is a time and money to inform people about yourself. And in Sweden, there is a oligopoly policy. Yes, can I say so? So there is not so many market players between retailers and distributions, and we need to just to knock to 3 retailers, and that's all. So it's not very, very difficult to understand the strategy there. And there is only maybe 2 distributors you can make business with in the healthy food. Yeah, so it's more about relationship. So if you make the relationship right, you will have a right result. It's about time spent on a relationship, I think, and some visibility. And there is not a big market, but a very big concentration of people who need such product like ours. Is a strategy, is the understanding, that's about Sweden. But about UK, so the market is big, competitive, maybe the second big market after the United States or North America. The biggest maybe in Europe, but there are not so much concentration of conscious people who think about their health and value these health benefits in products, unfortunately. I found it only living here. So I was better opinion about UK market living outside. But in the big disadvantage of this market for the small manufacturer like me is a big competition. So it means that you should not just inform about yourself. You should make so much effort to be visible and to be compared with others, and to win the part of the shelf, because the shelf already crowded. And when the shelf is already formed before, maybe 1 year before, so they are not looking for deep the assortment, it's mostly impossible to come to this shelf. So they are looking for new products, new supplies for another direction. So that's very difficult, and you should have the bigger budgets so to compete, to make this noise. And you're expected to make a noise here. So to be more noisy than others, than existing companies. And in my situation, I'm with a limited income we are 10 years company, but everything is broken in Ukraine. Our income is broken. Yes, we already doesn't have a financial pillow. I don't know if you have this expression in English. So some like a secure budget. Yes, we can invest in changes. So we need to raise investment, to raise capital for marketing activities. Yeah, and we need to make new stable connections with suppliers, with manufacturers. Yeah, because everything changed for us during the war, and we are extremely limited in finances. So when you start the business, you have more finances then you are already in the process and you already invested everything. Because when you start the business, you make a business plan, you plan everything for a long period of time, you raise this money and you have this budget. When you already spent everything and when you're in challenging situation like we know, any company in crisis may be in the same situation. So we should start again, I can say. And start in the UK market, it's happened even harder than in Ukraine and even Sweden. Yeah, because the absolute competitiveness, like we see it in the economic books, yes. And it means the barrier to enter the financial for this noise is much bigger than you can expect in other countries.
Well, Anna, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure learning all about your journey. You know, it sounds like you put your heart and soul into this, and we wish you all the very best for the future, and look forward to seeing what comes of your brand.
Lisa, thank you very much. I feel insightful because I will continue making people more happy, more healthy. Yeah, and if somebody really needs this knowledge, I always feel some satisfaction.